Good afternoon once again. My name is Matthew Philip. I am into business development consultancy. I am very, very passionate about helping micro and small businesses to be structured and so that they will be eligible to access finances to scale their individual businesses. So I have been in MSME space for quite a while now. Some of the achievements I've done so far, I served as a monitor to the LSETF. Those of you who are aware of the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund loan, I was one of those that review applications. I visit applicants, I do verification and send recommendation. Then I also monitor those who have accessed the loan. Then I also provided business development services to those who have accessed the loan and were having issues with their repayment. Then also for the GEM project. GEM project is a World Bank project, and they also give out grants, not even loan, grants. They give up to 12 million naira per qualified participant. I also served as an independent consultant to one of the principal consultants in the project. We review business plan, then develop business templates. Then we're also able to give recommendations on the applicants who were able to access the loan. Then I also do different kind of training. I train for aquatic hub. I train for different kind of consulting firm as well. So I am familiar to MSME space. So just feel free, feel relaxed. I understand your pain. I understand your challenges. So this session, what we are going to do is that I am going to make it, it's going to be an interactive session. I know there are so many of you here who are already established business owners. You just need some little funding to scale up. And there are some of you here who are about to start. So it's a blend of mix. So I'm going to make this session to be very, very interactive so that we can learn from each other and see how in what area that we are going to need help in one way or the other. So feel free, relax, and let's talk. Let's see how we can all together achieve your objective of attending this program. Now, the rule for this class for today is that please try to mute. Thank you all that have muted. Those of you who are yet to mute, please mute your device. Then if I call you for a question, you have to unmute. You can on your video, then immediately you respond to my question, then you can off the video and mute all over again. So then if you have any question, we will need to make use of the chat. If you don't know how to use the chat, if you check the lower part of your device, you will see chat there. So you click on the chat, then type your message there. I will also receive it as well. Okay, now let us start with introducing ourselves before we move to today's session. Okay, I have just introduced myself now. So just tell me what I need to know is your name, your business name, your nature of business, and how long you have been in the business. Your full name, your nature of business, your business name, how long you have been in the business. So I'm not going to take it orderly. It can be in any order. So just unmute and go ahead.
I'm Mrs. Usman Rashidat. Okay. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
I'm Mrs. Usman Rashidat.
Okay.
I'm into farming and export of rice.
Wow, fantastic.
So farming I've been in the business.
Okay.
Yes, like father rice. They are local rice.
That's good. Okay.
So I've been in the business for 5 years now.
For 5 years. Your business name, please.
Morio Enterprises Nigeria Limited.
Interesting. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, next person. Who is going
Hello.
next? Okay, I can hear you. Your name, please.
Hello, I am Oluwatoyin Tubiyele. Can you hear me?
Fantastic. Yes, I can hear you well.
All right. I'm into polythene production.
Okay.
But right now I'm diversifying into agric business, agric farming.
Okay. You're into poly, so you're currently diversifying into agri farming. Oh, that's good.
Yes.
How long have you been in the poly business?
15 years ago.
15 years ago. Wow. Okay. All right. Next person, please. Please, can you off your video? Next
The
person.
name of my company.
Okay.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Okay. All right. Tony.
Can I unmute now?
Yes. You can unmute. Noted. Yes, you can unmute. Thank you for the information. Okay. Next person.
Thank you.
So I want to mute my.
Okay. Next person.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes. Good afternoon.
My name is Blessing Alozie DK.
Okay. Blessing DK. Okay.
My business name is Face Blessing Enterprises.
Interesting. Okay.
I've been to education and I want to diversify into farming.
You want to diversify into farming. You are currently in education. Wow, that's one of the most hit sectors by COVID-19 pandemic. Okay, during the business model canvas, we are going to look into your need for diversification. Thank you for the information. Okay, next person, please. We will just take two more. Then the rest of you that have not introduce yourself, you can do that using the chat platform. Okay, I need two more persons now. Blessing, right. You can mute. Okay, Akinyemi, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon. I'm Akinkubi Akinyemi.
Okay.
Business name, Awesome Bezalel Event.
Okay.
I've been into event for roughly 11 years.
Okay.
And I also do a little of gari processing, basically. Buy gari, buy cassava from farmers, and then just do a little processing. But this time, I want to go into it on a larger scale and start to finish.
Interesting. So you are into events big time, and you also do a bit of gari processing, but now you want to focus more on the gari processing, or you want to scale it. Okay, I know that event is one of the most hit businesses. All right.
Exactly.
Thank you. Okay, just one more person.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon. Okay.
My name is Bola Kumedejai.
Okay, Odejai, good afternoon, Bola.
Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm a photographer.
Wow. You guys are making the money now, right? Okay, interesting.
I'm not in photography for now, really. I've been in photography for the past 12 years.
Past 12 years, okay. Interesting. Okay, thank you for your time. Okay, you've not given us your business name.
Beautiful and Fabulous.
Beautiful and Fabulous. Interesting. Okay. It's nice meeting every one of you. Okay, so the rest of you can make use of this chat so that we can save our time. Okay, thank you so much, Bola, so you can mute. All right, once again, I want to welcome you all to today's session. So I will be sharing my screen. And I will also be taking notes so that I will be learning from you as well. Okay, let me start by sharing my screen. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see it clearly.
Okay, interesting. Okay. All right. So today we are going to be looking at entrepreneurship, which is what we are, who we are already. From every one of you that have introduced yourself, you are all entrepreneur. Because I have not seen anybody that is saying that I don't have any business idea. I'm just here to think of the kind of business idea to start and so forth. So the essence of this training is to remind us about who we are as an entrepreneur. Okay, and also aside that, to also help us to understand what is expected of us as an entrepreneur, what we are supposed to be doing as an entrepreneur. So let's look at the learning objective for today. So these are our learning objective for today. Okay, so we are going to, at the end of this session today, we are going to understand the concept of an entrepreneur, of entrepreneurship. Then you'll be able to know again and be reminded who an entrepreneur is. Then we are going to look at the characteristics and functions of an entrepreneur. Then but the major objective is that it's to help us to develop an entrepreneurship mindset. So let me start by asking, when you hear the word entrepreneur, what comes to your mind? When you hear the word entrepreneur, what comes to your mind? The floor is open. You can unmute and speak, then mute again. Who is going first? Or I should start by calling names. When you hear the word entrepreneur, what comes to your mind? I'm listening.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So I'm Yemi.
Okay. Okay. Let me go ahead.
So an entrepreneur is all right. So an entrepreneur is an individual who runs his or her business with system.
With what?
With system in place.
With system in place. Fantastic. Wow, that's a good one. Someone who runs his or her business with system in place. I love that. Please, if you're answering my question, you need to put yourself in the picture. Okay, put yourself in the picture. Okay. Then you can also make use of the chat if you cannot unmute. Okay, next person, please. So we have now known that somebody that runs a business and put a system in place is an entrepreneur. Okay, next person, please. Who is an entrepreneur?
Hello?
Hi, go ahead. Your name, please.
My name is Akala Isaac Oyewale.
Okay, Akala.
From Grand Hub Integrated Solution Limited.
Okay.
Yeah, to me, entrepreneur is a businessman. You can use men from both sex.
Okay.
That set up a business and also ready to bear all the financial risk.
Interesting. I
have a target.
And have what?
And have a target of profits. Because bearing the risk, you are also going along with the losses.
Wow.
But also have a target.
A target. For profits. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, that was a very good one. Please, then another thing you need to note is that this training, we are learning from each other. So whenever somebody makes a comment that makes sense, please note it down. Don't just listen to only my notes or copy what is on the slide. What is on the slide, the information on the slide is not enough. There are some things I will say here that is not on the slide. Okay? then there are things others are going to say as well that I have not said. So you need to take notes of whatever others are saying, jot it down, add it to your notes, and take good notes on this presentation. Okay, good. So the rest of you can drop your chat. Who is an entrepreneur? Let me hear from your own perspective. In fact, what the last speaker said, he said you must be ready to do what? To bear the financial risks. And that is what entrepreneurship is really all about, risk taking. Like now that you are coming to apply for this Agsmeis loan, there are risk elements. Imagine those. Today I was just sitting down and think through this loan, and I'm like, what will happen to those that have received disbursement of this loan last year? Imagine what the pandemic have caused on their business, especially those who are in school, business, those who are into events, those who are into hotel, a club, and so forth. How will those business be able to recoup the loss, to be able to pay back the loan? So that is one of the risk factors for an entrepreneur. So on a quick one, entrepreneurship is what? Is an organization and what? And management approach. Okay? It's an organization and management approach to what? That enables you or an entrepreneur or person to do what? To respond to change and solve problems. Now, whatever situation, in any situation, either in business or non-business, you will find an entrepreneur. You are always ready to solve problems. Now, we said who is an entrepreneur, as I asked earlier. We say it's a person who do what? He has the ability to do what? Identify. You know, I understand, I underline some keywords here. Somebody who is able to identify and evaluate, not just identifying, you evaluate business opportunities in the environment. After identifying such, you do what? You gather necessary resources. Then you take the advantage of the opportunities. And why? Because we want to solve the problem, then you make profit. So as an entrepreneur, you must be able to identify problem. The problem keeps existing. It keeps revolving day in, day out. Day in, day out. Problem keep revolving. The problem does not end. Like the current COVID-19 pandemic, nobody ever expect this to happen. Nobody even expect that the effect will be this grievous. But do you know that while some people are losing money in this current pandemic, some people are making money? A lady was sharing her experience in one of the platforms I belong to a few days ago. She is into events. She's into events. So when this, before the lockdown, she saw the need for a nose mask. And she saw that there's a supermarket closer to her. She went to meet them. Can I supply a nose mask? And she got a thumbs up. She approached a fashion designer around her and they strike a deal. The fashion designer will produce the nose mask. She'll go and supply the supermarket. All of a sudden, she got demand from other supermarkets to the extent that she between April and the time she was giving sharing that experience, she has produced over 60,000 pieces. That is an entrepreneur. You identify that there's a problem, there's a need, there's an opportunity. Then you gather the necessary resources, both human resources, financial resources, all the necessary resources to be able to solve that problem. So we are alive to solve problems. We are an entrepreneur because we want to solve problems. And in solving problems, you make profit. So profit should not be the number one reason why you want to quit your job, why you quitted your job to go into business. The number one reason is that you have identified a problem and you decided to solve that problem. Now let's look at characteristics of an entrepreneur. Characteristics of an entrepreneur. Please, if there's any of the characteristics that is not here, you can put it on the chat box. I will read it out. Number one is self-discipline. You can never be successful as an entrepreneur if you are not disciplined. It takes self-discipline for you to wake up in the midnight to think about your business. It takes self-discipline for you to leave your home every day and go for your business enterprise. It takes self-discipline for you to gather resources and ensure that the resources, the financial resources, is being used effectively and efficiently on your business. Without self-discipline, an entrepreneur cannot scale. You can't build a global enterprise without being a disciplined person. Ask yourself, is this a weakness that I have? Do I have a strength in self-discipline? If you are the type that has strength in self-discipline, good, improve on it. But if it's a weakness, you need to work on it. If not, you will not scale. The next is delegating. Delegating. You know, as an entrepreneur, you can't do everything alone. And that is the mentality in this part of the world. The same person is the one financing the business. The same person is doing the marketing. The same person is the one doing the cleaning, the security, the bookkeeping, the operation. It doesn't work that way. So the word entrepreneur is generic. You can't work alone and be an entrepreneur. As an entrepreneur, you have to concentrate. You have to major on your area of strength and delegate other activities that can help your business to scale, which you don't have competence in. Please, and please, if you have been doing everything alone, you can't scale. That is one of the reasons why businesses don't grow in this part of the world. Because one person wants to do everything. You can't run a business that way. So ask yourself, who do I need to delegate this activity to? When you delegate and concentrate on your own area of strength, you discover that you achieve more. Your productivity level becomes higher compared to doing everything alone. Then they are result-oriented. Result-oriented. An entrepreneur set goals, set targets. What is the goal for your business for this year? What are the targets? What are the daily targets? Do you set targets for your employees? Do you set targets for the business? Do you set the marketing target, the sales target, brand awareness target? So as an entrepreneur, if you are not measuring your progress, if you are not measuring your achievement, if you are not measuring your productivity level, you can't grow. So if you have been setting targets, good. All you need to do is to keep reviewing and improving on it. If you have not been doing that, this is high time for you to imbibe these characteristics in your lifestyle. Then the next is persistence. They are very, very persistent. They are resilient. Regardless of the setback, regardless of rejection, An entrepreneur will never give up because they believe in their dream. They believe in their vision. I don't know how many of you have read the story of the guy behind Zoom, how he came about the idea of Zoom. Because he needed to always, the distance between where his location and his girlfriend is very, very far. And he could only see the girlfriend physically twice in a year. And he needed to bridge that distance gap. And he was thinking of, what can I do to solve this problem? That was where the idea of Zoom came up. When this guy started, he suffered countless rejection. But he said he can't even count, he can't count the number of rejections he had from bigger established companies. But he believed in his vision. He was persistent. He never gave up. Today, this guy has crashed into the top 50 billionaires worldwide. As a result of this COVID-19 pandemic, those companies that rejected buying into his share are now one of the highest users of his platform. That is irony of life. So entrepreneurship pays in the future. It might not pay you today. You know, it's a lonely road. It's a road that's full of dejection and rejection. You find yourself in a situation whereby you ask yourself, am I doing the right thing? Why do I have to quit my job? Why am I doing this business? Oh my God, I have lost everything. Where do I start from? You know, the dejection level is very, very high. But it takes somebody who is resilient and persistent to key in there. In the long run, you reap the results. Then they are quality minded. If you are into service, you are into product, pay attention to quality. Don't say because of profit, you water down your standard. Set your standard and retain it, sustain that standard. I have a mentor. He always say, Matthew, first impression has no second chance. So as an entrepreneur, you have to always ensure that you give a very good first impression and you retain that first impression that you have given. In time of quality of service, in time of quality of products, pay attention to quality. If you are quality minded, I'm telling you, even with less effort on marketing, referral will keep coming. Then the next is risk taking. Entrepreneur, we are risk takers. You bear the whole risk. Sometimes when I receive call from one of my staff, the next thing my mind will beat. And why? Because I'm like, I hope it's not a bad news that I want to hear. I hope it's not a complaint that they want to report. I hope nothing bad has happened in the office. You know, as an entrepreneur, all the risk is on you. So you are ready to bear the risks. If you are not a risk taker, then you can't go far as an entrepreneur. According to Bill Gates, he said, if you must scale, you must take big risks. And in taking risks, you take calculated risks. That is why in my definition, I said an entrepreneur is somebody that does what? After identifying the problem and analyzing the resources, you don't just identify, you evaluate. You analyze. So you take calculated risks, not just anyhow risks. Then another thing is integrity. Integrity is key, which this is what a lot of entrepreneurs lack. If you are not an integrous person, you can't go far in life. You can't go far in your business. You might be making money today, but you can't build a sustainable business without integrity. The question is, do you deliver on your values? Do you deliver on your promises? If you promise your customer that you are delivering your product so time with total number of quantity, do you deliver on your promises? Do you fulfill your promise? Do you cut corners? See, one thing with entrepreneurship, what I've learned so far as an entrepreneur and also interacting in entrepreneurship space, I have seen businesses that when they came for consulting services for the first time, they had nothing. They were just working alone. They were just doing everything alone. The business was not even registered. And I've seen such businesses growing to the extent that they have their own factory. And I have also seen businesses that was doing very, very well in terms of volumes. Today, those businesses are struggling seriously. It's because most of them got this wrong. They got the integrity aspect wrong. Some entrepreneurs feel that entrepreneurship is about making money and become wealthy. No, it's about impact. It's about solving problems. And if you can pay attention, even though you're not making money today, but you are integrous, you are fulfilling your promises, you are doing your services, offering your services the right way, I'm telling you, money will pursue you as time goes by. Please don't give up on your integrity. So this, for the sake of time, I have just been able to come out with these few attributes. So the chat room is open for you to drop some of the attributes that you know you have as a strength. Okay, as a strength as an entrepreneur, you can drop it in the chat room. Then what I have mentioned so far, the ones that are your weaknesses, you can also drop it on the chat room as well. I will read the chat as the training continues. Now, I want to ask you a question, and the floor is open. What are the functions? What are the functions? As an entrepreneur, what are your daily activities? What are you supposed to be doing? What do you do? What function, what role do you play as an entrepreneur? The floor is open. We are going to be looking at function of an entrepreneur now. Okay, the floor is open. Unmute and introduce yourself, and let's hear from your own experience.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Pastor Gozi.
Okay, Gose, go ahead.
Yeah, the first function of an entrepreneur is to identify a new problem in town and devise means to solve them.
Okay, identifying problem and define means to solve them. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Gose. Yes, that means every day as an entrepreneur, you are not satisfied with what you are currently doing. You are still, you keep an open mind. That means you are open-minded, looking out for needs. Okay, next person. What are your roles? What are your job? What are your functions as an entrepreneur? Next person, please. Who is going next? Or I should call name. Who is going next, please? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, sorry about that. It's network issue that was beyond my control. All right, so I'll be going back to sharing my slide now. So the question is still on what are your functions as an entrepreneur? What role do you play as an entrepreneur? Let's learn from your own experience. Please go ahead. The floor is open. Hello, is Lekon in-house? As an entrepreneur, one of your functions is marketing of your product and services. So you have to work on your marketing skills, your sales skills, then managing people. Like Tony said, managing people is key. One of the major challenges as an entrepreneur is is human resources. HR management is a big issue, especially if you're into production or if you're into logistics. Fleet management, driver management, staff management is a big issue. So entrepreneur manage people every day. You meet with your staff, you meet with because your job as an entrepreneur is to be able to manage the people that you interact with every day, which is key. Then also planning and organizing. You have to always plan every day. It's key that you plan every day. Take good notes of your activities on an annual basis before the year begins. Meet with your management team, meet with your staff, set your plan for the year. And the plan should be reviewable. Like this COVID-19 now, a lot of business plan has been disrupted. So there is need as an entrepreneur, you have to review your plan from time to time. Then risk management, you manage risks in your business. It's key for you to manage risks in your business. Then production, every day you supervise production, delivery. Directing and controlling is also one of your functions. You ensure that you are controlling and directing activities in your business and so that it's in line with the plan, is in line with the objective of the business. Without you directing activities, without you directing and controlling the activities in your business, you are not going to, it will be difficult for you to achieve a seamless result in your operation. Then financial management is also key. You manage the finance of the business. You ensure that the sales revenue is going back into the business. As an entrepreneur, you are the one that's in charge. You do the financing of the business. You look for the finance. Like your essence of coming here now is to look for finance. Is to source for finance for the business. Aside sourcing for the finance, you ensure that the finance is well managed. Then you also make investing decision as well. You decide where and where to invest the company finances into. Then innovation and quality management. So as an entrepreneur, one of your function is every day you have to sit down and think about your business. This product, how can I improve on it? How can I innovate? How can we develop a product that is difficult to copy? A product that can have more acceptability in the market. So these are some of the questions that you should ask yourself on a daily basis as an entrepreneur. So what I've done so far is that I've been able to take us through to remind us who you are as an entrepreneur and your functions and your characteristics. So I will let the floor to be open for questions, and I would also like you to add your comments before we proceed to the next one. So, okay, please. The floor is open now. Let me hear your comments, your addition. If you have any question before we move to the next, before we proceed. Thank you. Who is going first? Is Ojo going first? Okay. Your question or comment so far? In summary, entrepreneurship is all about identifying opportunities or problems, converting the problem into a business idea innovatively, thereby solving the problem and creating wealth. So this is our mandate as an entrepreneur. Let's be on the lookout for problem and provide solution and opportunity. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the first session of today's presentation. So we are going to be moving to the next one. Please, can you see my screen?
Yes, you can see it.
You can see my
Yes,
screen. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so we are going to be looking at business and mindset reorientation. Business and mindset reorientation. And at the end of this session, we will understand what it takes to establish and grow a business enterprise in Nigeria. As I said earlier, in my experience interacting with MSMEs in this country, I've seen that a lot of people just go into business without getting the foundation right, and that put them into a serious mess. They use a poor foundation to create a future problem for their business. So as an entrepreneur, you have to get it right from the foundation. That is the essence of this session. Now, we say that a business enterprise is what? Is a corporate entity with the goal of meeting needs and thereby making profits. A lot of people go into business using this as number one, using this as number one, making profits. Okay. And when the profit is not coming, then the business die a natural death. But number one reason why we are in business is to meet needs, is to solve problem. Is to solve problem. That's number one reason why we are in business. And it's in solving problem that you will make profit. Please take good attention of this. Ask yourself, am I focusing on profit and watering down on values? So value is key as an entrepreneur, as a business enterprise. Value is key. So if you are not offering value, if you are not paying attention to your value, which is your unique value, which is the problem that you are solving, it will be difficult to create wealth or make profit. And what I found out from a lot of small businesses is that most of them are suffering from lack of continuity. A business who is only focusing on profit can hardly continue. There's a research of recent. It was stated that out of every businesses that start, 85% of them do not see the second year. And 5% of such businesses do not get to 5th year. Only less than 5% of those businesses get to 10 years. So one of the reasons why business fail, business do not continue, is because they are focusing on profit and they are majoring on the minor and minoring on the major. The major is the value, your unique value, the kind of problem that you are solving it innovatively. In doing that, you make profit. Then another thing is that a lot of businesses do not keep adequate record. There's no history of transactions. Your traction cannot be traced. Is one of the reasons why businesses fail. So You from now on, if you don't have adequate record of your operation, in fact, record keeping financial management is part of the modules that will be treated before the end of the whole training in this cohort. So this is going to be the type of records that you need to be kept, and how to keep them is going to be touched. Then also, lack of government support is also a major reason why business fail here. You are on your own in this part of the world. You hardly get grants from government. You hardly get the amenities is not there. The power supply is in fact is annoying. A lot of businesses operate on fuel, on diesel on a daily basis. Diesel take the major chunk of your operating expenses. So it's difficult for business to scale. Then, a lot of entrepreneurs also that is stressful, very stressful. That's why business fail. Yes, that's why it's good for you to understand that going into business is not in fact, it's not a child play. It's going to take a lot from you. It's going to cost your relationship. It's going to cost your time. It's going to, if you're not careful, if you cost your health. So you have to pay attention to your health as well. Then lack of patronage, because you are looking at profit, you are not offering your value the right way, then the patronage will drop. Then inadequate capital is one of the reasons why business fail in this part of the world. So, and you are here to be able to assess the fund, to be able to solve the problem of inadequate capital. Now, let's take a look at basic requirements for starting a business. Basic requirements for starting a business. What are those basic requirements? Number one, there are so many of them. But what I will do is that, because of time, I only take note of these 6, which is key. This 6 is all encompassing. So I am going to treat up to business model today. Then in our next session with me, I will take care of business plan. Okay. Now, a business starts with an idea. Every business starts with what? With an idea. According to one of my mentors, Sam Adeyemi, he said, idea rules the world. Every big businesses today were once an idea, were once abstract in the mind. So it's only those that work on their idea that were able to establish those businesses. There are a lot of businesses that are dying natural death because they are not being brought into reality. So now, for you to develop a business idea, there are some things you must have put into consideration. Number one is passion. The question is, do you have passion for your business? Passion is required in any business idea that you want to go into or that you are generating. Because when money stops flowing, passion keeps you going. Do you have passion for your business idea? Do you have passion for the business that you are currently doing? Do you have passion for the business that you are about to embark on? Do you really love your business enterprise? Ask yourself this question on a daily basis. So after passion, identify a need. So that need is what leads to your business idea. The need that you have identified is what leads to the business idea. Money should never be the major reason or major motivation why going into a business. I'm saying this all over and over again. In this part of the world, Once you see a shop, somebody opens a shop, is selling food stuff or doing any business, and the person is doing well, and see that the person is having patronage. The next thing you will see another person setting up a shop selling the same thing. Why? Because the other person is making money. That's why the person, somebody else is coming into that business. It's very, very dangerous if you are starting a business because of money. So do not try to start a business because others are making money. Because when money stops flowing in your business, that business will certainly die a natural death. So the golden rules, there are some golden rules I always give my clients if they bring a business idea to me or they want to generate a business idea. So you ask yourself, one, what are the identified needs? What are the problems that you want to solve? What are the unique values? What innovation do you want to introduce into that industry? What nature of business do I want to establish? What do I love to do? Even when money is not coming in, even though I'm not being paid, what is that thing I would like to continue doing? Then what is your background and track records? Compare it with the business idea. I always advise my clients, any business you want to go into, ensure that you have a brief information about that business. Even though you don't have experience, look for where you can go to get information or a brief of hands-on experience. What is the market trend? That trend matters. Trend matters. You know, this is the new normal. Forget it. If you are waiting for government to call up for government to open the whole economy so that things can go back to normal, things can never go back to normal again. There's disruption. This is the new normal that you must adjust into. Imagine you want to go into a school now. Somebody bring an idea about a school. You can't go and start running a school the way it used to be run before. You have to be ICT inclined. So you have understand the trend in the industry. What are the trends? Is it a growing industry? Or is it a saturated industry? Is it an emerging industry? So these are some few things you should consider when you are developing a business idea. Then after business idea, the next is vision. Right? To start a business enterprise, have a business idea that you are passionate about. Then the next is for you to develop a vision for your business. Vision entails how? Sorry, vision entails where. Where are we heading to? Where are we heading to? Or what do we want to achieve? What do you want to achieve? Where do you see the business in the future, in the nearest future? Now, the size of your vision determines the magnitude of effort that you put in growing your business on a daily basis. So your vision should do what? Should be able to demonstrate, should be reflected in your organizational culture. The way of doing things in your organization should be reflected as a result of your vision. Every member of your team, up to the security personnel, should know and understand your vision, your corporate vision. That is why you are in business. Vision answer why, where, what. Under the business plan session, we are going to delve more into vision, how to develop a vision for your business enterprise. So please, if you don't have a vision statement yet, you need to create one for your business. So as I said earlier, Vision does what? Where do you see the company in the nearest future? What do you want to achieve with the business in the nearest future? These are the questions that should always linger over and over again in your subconscious or as an entrepreneur on a daily basis. So the next is capital. Capital. So I am going to ask a question now so that I will be sure that you are following me. Somebody who have not talked before. Okay, Bola Kumi, are you there? Is Bola Kumi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, thank you, Bola. I want to ask you a question. You are already in business, right?
Yes.
Okay, when you started your business, what was your source of finance?
It's a personal money. I use my personal money to get some of my equipment.
Interesting. Personal savings. Okay, that's a very good one. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, good. You can mute. The reason why I asked that question is because a lot of businesses, a lot of entrepreneurs don't understand when to raise capital for their business and where to raise capital for their business. So I am going to treat that in this session. Now, capital goes beyond money. It goes beyond cash. Capital goes beyond cash. A lot of people have business idea, but they are not able to bring that business idea into reality because of lack of cash, because their attention is on cash. So capital in your business goes beyond cash. You have to start by building trust. You have to start by building trust. If you don't build trust, it will be difficult to raise capital for your business. And trust is earned, not demanded. It is your daily dealings, your perception, your track record. It's what will make people to build trust in you. So start by building trust if you are not yet in business. If you build trust, it will be easy to get a supplier that will supply you raw material on credit and give you time period to pay back. If you have been able to build trust, it will be easy to get somebody to finance your business. Now, do you know that trust, what I mean by trust here is not just about somebody not trusting you. No, I mean that whoever is coming into your business to finance your business should be able to trust your entrepreneurial acumen and your ability to be able to use the fund effectively and efficiently to scale the business. Nobody wants to invest in trial and error business. And that's why a lot of people hardly invest in new businesses, because it's like a trial and error. They want to see what you have done. Like what Bola said, she used her own personal saving to start. I have learned to always start a business idea with what I have, with where I am. I have started a business idea with 2,000 naira. I just used that money to print complimentary cards. That was years ago, and distributed them to my target customers. Do you know that 5 years after that, although it was not easy, I was able to raise over 5 million naira grant for that business. So if you have a business idea, don't wait over and over again till you get the money by yourself. I'm not a Liverpool fan, I'm always saying this, but I believe in their slogan, never walk alone. You need a team. You need a team. to be able to scale and establish a business that will become a global enterprise. So when you have your business idea that you are passionate about, and you have been able to build trust and people are ready to work with you, then the next for you to get the team, ask yourself, who are the team? Who are the people that I need to establish my business enterprise? You know, team building goes beyond bringing people together. No, you must select people that can complement your weaknesses. Me, I have broken partnerships. There's some partnership businesses that I've done that did not work out, and I worked out, and I call it a quit. I have been in a partnership that me and my partner, we shared the same strengths and we shared the same weaknesses. And we saw ourselves doing the same thing, and such partnership couldn't work. So a partner in your business should complement your business. You are employing people into your business to be able to function where you are not able to function at a particular time, at the same time. So you take time to select the member in your team, and every member in your team must have something to offer. I have also been in a partnership where I find myself doing the whole thing. And I'm like, what's your sense? And I call it a quit. So each person in your team must be ready to raise the game. Do not bring somebody that you cannot fire into your team. It's dangerous. It's detrimental to the future. So take time to select your team on strengths and weaknesses. Anyone that does not have value to offer does not worth to be in your team. Then after you have done this, these are foundations. Even if you're already in a business and you have gotten this wrong, it's never too late. That's why as an entrepreneur is flexible. It's a flexible person. So you can still go back and do a recheck. Where have you gotten it wrong? Then do something to get it right. Because our objective here is to build businesses that will be sustainable, businesses that can outlive us even though when we are no longer alive, businesses that can become global enterprise. So stop seeing you in your business as you. Separate yourself. See your business as a global enterprise, as a business that will scale no matter the level you are today. And this is one of the things that established businesses today. These are what they have gotten right. If you can get this right, you can get there. If they could get there. So in actualizing your business idea, you must take time to build team which you can work together to achieve your corporate vision. So after doing this, the next is for you to develop a business model. To do what? Develop a business model. So I will pause before we develop a business model. I would like to open the floor for questions, one or two questions before I proceed. Okay, the floor is open. Do you have questions? You can drop your chat on the chat platform. Drop your messages on the chat platform, or you can unmute and speak, or I call your name. Who is going first? Okay, I will be calling on Oluwayemisi. Oluwayemisi, are you here? Is Oluwayemisi here? Hello? Please, if anybody can hear me, can you say yes?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yes,
you can hear me. Good, good, good. So, since I have not had any question, received any question from you, it means we are okay. Can I proceed?
Yes.
Okay, I should proceed. Thank
Yes,
you.
please go ahead.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, let's look at
Yes.
business model.
Yes, please proceed.
Okay, thank you. Business model. Business model. Business model.
Envelope.
Business model entails how you operate in your business, how you deliver on your values to make profit. So I am going to call somebody to tell us how he or she is currently operating in his or her businesses. So I will call on, okay, I want to be led by the Spirit. Okay, I will call on Olawale Williams. Are you there? Olawale Williams.
I need the time calculation.
Is Olawale Williams there?
Kò ní lè dé bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́.
Okay, okay, let me call on Madam Rashidat. How are you operating in your business? Can you tell us how you are operating in your business? Hello? Okay, I can hear you. How are you operating in your business?
The way I operate my own business, right from the office, you know, I'm into.
Sorry, you are breaking. You are into what?
For that I've been doing. I have a setup in my office.
Okay.
I said the way of business now, I have different departments in my office.
Okay.
I have the head.
Okay.
I usually have the head. We have account department. We have cashier.
Okay.
That keeps records of daily expenses.
Okay.
So that one goes on at the end of the month. What sales do we have?
Okay.
What profit have we made? What are the losses?
Okay.
The department that is handling that are the account and internal. So that when ESA comes, they are the ones that relate with them. We have a consultant so that we'll be able to know at the end of the day what profit and loss have we made.
Okay. Wow. 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 Fantastic.
Yeah.
Please.
At the end of the year.
Okay.
So we do that.
Okay.
Then we also have a packaging department. We have purchasing department. Purchasing department, when they come, they book in the stuff. And as the goods are going out, they keep the track.
Okay.
If anything wants to finish, we notify it on the system. This item is finishing now. So that's how I operate.
Thank you so much. Please.
Every day we close accounts.
Okay. Thank you so much. Please, everybody, can you give Rashidat a high five? Let me see the high five. Give her a high five on the platform. Just check, and you can give her a high five or a thumb up under the reaction. Okay, that was fantastic. You know, a business model is a plan on how your company, your existing business is operating, how you are delivering your values and making money. Okay. Or how a new business will operate, deliver values and make money. Then, if you are meeting somebody for the first time and the person say, what are you into? What is your model? You could see how it took time for Madam Rashida to explain what they are into. Okay, so business model sound complicating. Okay, it sounds complicating. But for an entrepreneur to understand their business model, okay, you need what we call your business model canvas. You need a business model canvas. A lot of people are in business, but they don't understand their business model. Your business model is your strategy. What is your strategy? What is your business model? So you need a business model canvas. Business model canvas helps you to simplify the process of developing your business model. So a business model canvas is like a tool that is used to look at your business at a glance. It's like it's just a one-page paper that once you present it, the person will understand everything about your business. Business model canvas is also a diagnostic tool that we as business development consultants use to dissect and diagnose the business of our clients in order to identify the area of challenges. So the COVID-19 pandemic, as I said earlier, have caused serious disruption. It is vital for you as an entrepreneur to revisit your business model if you must survive, because before the end of this year, a lot of small businesses will close down if you are using the same model that you've been using. So you have to look into your business model using your business model canvas. And business model canvas help to simplify and help you to understand the key values, the key indicators, the key drivers, the key domain in your business enterprise. It helps to give an overview of your business. Please, if you can mute so that we can proceed. Now, a business model canvas is like breaking down of your business model into 9 domains. What Rashida said so far can be summarized into these 9 domains. This is your business model. So you always start with your what? With your unique value. You know, I said something earlier. In creating a business idea, you have to identify a need. So you start with your unique value, with your value proposition. You ask yourself, what are you offering? What unique value, what unique solution are you offering? Why should customer buy from us? What is unique about my business? What differentiates me from my competitor? What can I do differently in the industry? So in answering this question, you have to list your values, your products. If somebody says it's into rice or powder rice, you list your product. Now, this product now, how can it be differentiated from competitors? The reason why I actually eat powder rice is because of sand. Is your own powder rice sand free? Is it much more polished? So you pay attention to quality, 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 quality. You can't downplay quality in developing your business model canvas. So once you have listed all this, then the next is for you to move to customer segment. Customer segment, good. So you go to your customer segment. Who are those people that need this service? Who are the target customers that have this problem, these needs that are identified in the industry? Where are they located? What do they really need? How do we get them, nurture them, and keep them? What is their buying pattern? How are they currently being served in the industry? And how do they want to be served? What is their buying journey? There's what we call customer buying journey. Customer buying journey has to do from when a customer gets to hear and know about your product to the stage of making buying decision, and when they consume your product or services, then the outcome. Those are the buying journey that you must understand. See, being a successful entrepreneur, as I said earlier, is not about making money alone. It's a conscious effort. You must take a conscious effort as an entrepreneur to put your business in the right perspective. You know, as an human being, we have different kind of structures. We have the system in human being. We have the organs, we have the arteries, we have the veins. You know, these are like all the structures, all the system in a business. These are the life, the processes, the operation in a business enterprise. Just like human being, for human being to be alive, there must be flow of oxygen into the system, flow of blood, waters, their interconnectivities within the organs matters. The same thing is applicable here. The interconnection between them is going to be reflected in your business model canvas. Then you have to now look at the channels. Now you know what you are offering, who need them. Now channels have to do with how are you going to deliver your values to your customers? How do you deliver your values to your customers? What are the available channels to be explored? Like now, logistics is now a key thing. A lot of customers now, because of social distance, because of the need to avoid crowded spaces, they are now shopping online. Are you visible online? You have to explore online. You have to explore networking with logistic companies that will be delivering your product to your customers. So, what are your products? How will they be sold to the customers? Do you need a middleman? Do you need wholesalers? Do you need to set up a retail store? Do you need to set up an online store? Now you have to be able to answer all these questions on other channels. Then the next is customer relationship. On your business model, how do you relate with your customers? How do you get, grow, and keep your customers? How do customers want to be treated? Do you know that as a banker, sorry, as a customer in a bank, there's a certain amount you can have in your account that you don't even need to be go to bank to make withdrawals physically. Your account officer does everything for you. There's a woman, whenever, I will not mention the name of the bank, whenever she enters the bank, you see the staff kneeling down. The ladies will kneel down and greet her. She's always giving preferential treatment. That's how I feel. And it's because she has volume in that bank. If that woman withdraws her volume in that bank, it will affect the downline in that branch. So ask yourself, how do your customers need to be served? You don't need to serve, you don't need to attend to your customer the same way throughout. You have to know what they need and give it to them so that you can retain and keep them.
Text message,
so now, the ultimate goal here is for you to attain what we call customer loyalty. For you to attain customer loyalty in business, you know, customer loyalty is a stage where your customer can go extra mile for you. Do you know that despite the competition in the soft drinks industry, okay, do you know that Coca-Cola There are some people that can never stop drinking Coca-Cola. Even when Biggie came in, bigger cola, different kind of pet drinks came up, they crashed their prices. Pepsi crashed their prices. Do you know some people were still buying Coca-Cola? Do you know what Coca-Cola did? They reduced their bottle solo, and they still sell the same price with the competition, and yet people are still preferring them because they have become a preferred brand. A customer loyalty make you to become a preferred brand. Your customer can go extra mile for you, and for you to attain this, which is the ultimate goal in customer relationship, you have to start with excellent customer service. The question is, how do you treat your customers? Do you respect your customers? Do you give them what they want? Are they satisfied with your product? No. Okay, you know, one thing with men is that we like to patronize, to be consistent in patronizing one barbing salon. Like me, anywhere, any location I live, I patronize only one barber. So there was time I relocated to another vicinity. So I looked for a barbing salon around me. So there were a lot of them, but I saw one that has very good ambience, very attractive. So when I entered there, I felt comfortable. So when they gave me the haircuts, I was just mentioning them. I wanted to know whether I will be satisfied with their job. After finishing the haircut, they gave me a value that my previous barber was not giving me. And what was that value? They used warm water to wash my hair. They applied treatment, and the hair, look, I was so satisfied and happy. And I gave them thumbs up. You know, they were able to buy me over. Subsequently, when I went back there to have my hair cut, after cutting my hair, I was expecting them to do the same thing. They did not. So what I do, I switch from network to network. I'm currently on MTN now. Okay. Okay. Can you see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen? If you can see my screen, you can say yes.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So I was not happy.
Yes.
I was not. Okay, thank you. I was not happy because I was not given the same treatment that I was given the first time. You know, I said the other time earlier that my mentor always said that first impression don't have a second chance. So please ensure you are consistent with your value if you must get to customer loyalty stage. And so if you have excellent customer care, then the next thing that you are going to have is customer satisfaction. Once your customer is satisfied, then you are going to move to the next stage, which is customer retainership. A satisfied customer is a retained customer. A retained customer is a customer that keeps patronizing you over and over again. Some customers could be patronizing you because they've not seen a better alternative. So you have to pay careful attention to your customer service. So a retained customer become what? Start referring other customers to you. Even as a result, even though you are not spending much money on marketing activity, yet you kept receiving referrals because a satisfied and happy customer is referring others to you. Now, when you get to this stage, you get what we call customer loyalty. So you must be able to have customer retainership culture. You have to always ask yourself, do I have a culture in my organization that retain customers? How many customers do we have repeated patronage? Always ask yourself that question. So when you attain customer loyalty stage, customers can go extra mile. Even when you have liquidity problem, cash problem, a customer can even give you cash to shorten the effect of whatever challenges on your business. Okay, then after customer relationship, we move to revenue stream. Your revenue stream has to do with what? Your sources of finance, your income stream. Now the question is, where are we going to generate revenue? What are the sources of revenue in your business? You have to list them out. List out each of the sources of the revenue that you are currently having, or you want to use to raise revenue for your business. List them out. Like you are into rice. Like you say, I'm serious using rice as an example. You have for father rice. If you have other long grain rice, you list them out. Then sales of rice. Okay, if you are producing, if you are planting, okay, then you sell to processors. If you are a processor, right, you are buying rice paddy to produce. Now that rice paddy, the A from the rice paddy can be a source of revenue. So can be sold for those that make mats. It can also be sold to companies that produce animal feeds. So list all your sources of revenue. Either you are into services or you are into products. List them out. Then ask yourself, what are the possible sources of revenues? The COVID-19 pandemic has opened an avenue for you to bring in other sources of revenue into your business. So you have to list them out. After doing this, then we look at key resources. Key resources. What are the resources that are required for us to offer this value to our customers? And these resources will include the financial resources. Okay? The finance, the human resources that you need, list them out. The physical, the physical structure, maybe office space, factory, list them out. All the resources that you need, both tangible or intangible resources that you are currently using or you need in your business, list them out. All these are all in the business model canvas. Okay. Then, after you must identify all the resources that you need for your business, then you move to the next one on your business model canvas, which is what? Key activities. The question is, what are those activities that you have that is your key competence? That is your that is your strength. What are those activities that you are competent in? You list them out. Those ones that you know you can, out of all these things. For example, somebody is into rice production. You might not even need to plant rice. Okay. You can list your activities processing. Okay. Then there's some activities in processing that you might need to outsource. Do you get it? Now list only the ones that you know you can offer or you are currently offering that is not an headache. Like I always advise those in school, what do you need a school bus for? School bus is not the major activity of a school. It's a distraction to a lot of schools. The driver management is there. The maintenance of vehicle is there. Okay. Concentrate on your strength. You know, the objective of this is for you to be able to offer your unique value so that you can be able to attain customer satisfaction, to get to customer loyalty. So by the time you list all those things that you can do perfectly without any issue, okay, then you now move to the key partners. Key partners. Key partners has to do with who are those strategic partners that we can outsource some of our key activities. Or what are those strategic activities that we can outsource to key partners so that we can focus on our core competence? So you ask yourself, what are those strategic activities? As I said in terms of school bus earlier, okay, school bus now, you can get a logistic company that can be in charge of, that can handle picking up of your pupils, okay, to the school and dropping off. You sign an agreement with them, okay. Then also marketing. If marketing is your weakness, if it's not your strength, then list a digital marketing firm that can be in charge of your marketing. HR is a big problem. It's a major headache. Outsource HR. I was discussing with my wife a few days ago. She has a passion outlet, and I told her that the major challenge in this your business is that your tailors, they don't stay after they have learned and improved on their skills. You don't see them again. Do you know what we are going to do? You can't leave your core competence and start focusing on looking for tailors, interviewing and handling their stress. If we have to outsource the HR to other HR firms. And over the weekend, I was able to contact a colleague who is into HR and to take care of the HR activity. The HR will bear the burden looking for employee that will stay. They will do the background check, and so forth. You save your headache, concentrate on your area of strength. This is how business is scaled. So after you have listed all the strategic partners that you can outsource strategic activities, then the last on the list is cost structure. Cost structure. The cost structure has to do with what are the costs? What are the costs in naira value, in dollar value? List the cost domain. What activities are going to cost you resources? Like you are going to rent, or you're going to build a factory, or you're going to build an office or a training center. It's going to cost you. Recruitment, human resources is going to cost you. Then purchase of raw material, production, all those things are going to be your cost domain. List everything out. Friends, if you can get this right, you then, all this is your business model canvas. This is what your business model canvas looks like. It's just 9 domains. All the information that Rashida gave us at the beginning of this segment of this session, they are all classified into this one page. I always advise every entrepreneur, develop a business model first before you develop your business plan. If you have a business model canvas, it will be easy to have a bankable business plan. If you are pitching to an investor and you give them your business model, you know what? They understand your business at a glance. Then by the time you send a business plan, it will be easy for them to go in line with the information that are available in the business plan. So you have to revisit your business model because of the impact of COVID-19 on your business. What do you need to introduce? What new partners do you need to introduce? What new resources do you need to introduce? What new products or services do you need to add to your revenue stream?